Hello, hobbyists and others, and welcome to Fin City Aquariums. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about this fella who was supposed to be my partner in One Fish, Two Fish PEI, and a little bit about myself. First of all, I do not claim to be an expert. There are many species of fish that I am unfamiliar with. I only deal with freshwater fish, and I know nothing about saltwater. This guy currently has me in court for talking about the store, which I haven't done. Um, I've been basically talking about him and his ethics. As far as I know, the store is good enough. Um, I can show you if I go to One Fish, Two Fish PEI, even though he has declared bankruptcy with One Fish, Two Fish Dartmouth. I am able to shop through his site. Let me go back here and just go freshwater fish. Okay, I have one little story to tell. Why do I use the term pissy pants for this fella? Was the second red flag at a bank. After the bank noticed a red flag with Mr. MacKinnon, the second red flag was when he did a sort of little girl pissy pants tantrum over a 5 day check, a 5 day hold, sorry, on a check. Um, that was primarily the hold was put on primarily because of the first red flag. Um, Now, one of my stories is before we even opened, a couple come in and told Mr. MacKinnon that their children were kept awake by the filter noise. And Jeff looked up from the counter, counting money, I believe he was doing at the time, or he was shuffling through papers. It might have been coupons or something. And speaking of coupons, does anyone remember Cool Points? In his first videos, he was offering Cool Points. Did anybody ever receive a Cool Point? Um, he was shuffling through papers, and a couple said, "Our kids are complaining they can't sleep at night because of the noise of the filter." And Jeff looked up from the counter and said, "There's nothing you can do about that," which I disagreed to. I went and told them you can extend the water flow down almost touching the surface and it won't make that noise. So, other things I'm concerned about, these are good fish and things, but notice there's a lot of breeds here that what I recommend is starting with your water, dechlorinate it, not only let it cycle, but let it adjust for a period of time so it's stable. It's been stable for a while. Then do all your tests after a period of time and go by what your water conditions are. Then pick your fish. And also, some of these, I'm hoping that he mentions, for example, these freshwater sharks and things. For one, like goldfish and koi fish, um, I would mention this is not really a community fish. I would be directing people other places depending on what kind of community tank they had, because this guy will eat your fish while they're asleep at night. Um, some of these freshwater sharks. Let's see if I can get that into the picture here. Some of these freshwater sharks grow to 2 feet long. Some of them grow to 4 feet long. Can grow to 4 feet. and they need to be in groups. So you need your own aquarium for some of those sharks. They need to have a river flow, so there has to be good circulation, like in a river, and they're pretty active in a group. They will swim from end to end. Um, Goldfish have a heavy bio load. It's a problem with them. They're not great if you have other species of fish. Your goldfish will pretty well use up the filters. You will need more filtration. There's a lot of things like that. These cichlids will. There's a lot of cichlids that are fin nippers, so you can't have it in there with any kind of leer tail fish or beta things with tails, like say this goldfish here. That would get all of its fins nipped right off. So that's just a little part of the story. I have not said anything about the store. It looks good to me. Like I say, I have access to the PEI website. He can't block me from that, which links to the Dartmouth site, which is kind of funny because he declared bankruptcy and that business is no longer in operation, but he's still operating out of it on the internet. To do people in the internet after making a video that he had to declare bankruptcy in Dartmouth, but things are just going great in Prince Edward Island. Anybody who can't see that that was planned, I don't know what to tell you, because he's practically admitted everything he's done. So I talk less about myself, but I am going to go back to videos. Again, if you're not interested in the legal situation and you're only here to learn about fish or to ask questions, leave a comment and I will answer what I can for anyone's setup of fresh water.